gotta say, probably the toughest part of the afternoon. Not for me, for you. There's no free lunch, and you know, that's true in that this is where I pay for my lunch today. First off, I want to acknowledge the National Association of Realtors, the National Housing Conference, my good friend there, Craig Nolte from FRB, for allowing us the time to be here. And I think it's only fair that we reciprocate, and I'm sure he's not here now, but Michael Mercurio, if you can relate to him that it's only fair that I offer to go to San Diego and speak when he has the opportunity as well. Our part of the program addresses advancing workforce housing through partnership. And we're going to attempt to address that. I think two repetitive themes come out of today's presentations, and you will hear it as well today. Number one is collaboration, partnerships. And number two, in our part of the presentation, certainly, is sustainability. Sustainable home ownership, not just getting someone into a home for the sake of completing the transaction, but keeping them in homes, and I'll be talking about that as well. I'll be talking about the Home Ownership Center and what we do as our mission and services, and through that presentation today, I hope that some of you out there will see the benefits in utilizing our services, again, in collaborating to create or round off your program presentations to potential employer groups. Okay. So I've already covered that. Now this presentation here is kind of a condensed version of a 40-minute presentation that when I speak to potential funders or support groups. But I left this part in because, again, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but home ownership, why is it important? Because, you know, for anyone to ask us to participate with them or to even put up their hard-earned dollars in support of our organization, I think they need to buy in first and foremost about the benefits of home ownership. And going right to the point here, you probably can't see it up there on the screen, but it's not the top 10, it's actually the reverse. 2008 census showed Hawaii fourth from the bottom, below 60% in home ownership. No secret that high prices has a lot to do with it. Price of paradise, so to speak. Okay, going through, again, I'll jump over all of these other slides and go right to the summation of home ownership. Here, studies at major universities have found that in the educational forum, children that come from families who own their own home do better in math, science, they go on to higher learning, and along the way they pose fewer behavioral problems. Yeah? Parents or grown-ups in homes who own their own homes, they are involved, more involved in their neighborhoods and communities. They volunteer more, they donate more, and most of them go out and vote. This also is critical, the health outcomes. Those that own homes have the means to obtain health coverage and also have the ability to pay for health care. And finally, the results of home ownership is lower crime and domestic violence in neighborhoods. Yeah. And you know, I think to sum it all up, home ownership can be looked at as kind of a preventative measure in that a lot of the ills that we're trying to address in society today, you know, a lot of it stem from the fact that people, the kids, you know, come from homes that are not as stable, you know, as those that are where the parents do own their own home. So I'll leave that point, you know, and I hope the rest of my presentation will support this case. Now, who is, oops. Okay, I hope this is not a subliminal message to stop. Okay, who is the Hawaii Homeownership Center? Some technical assistance, thank you. Nationally, we're affiliated with the NeighborWorks organization, a network of about 230 plus offices nationwide doing a whole bunch of things. Now basically, because again I only have 10 minutes, what it means to us is that NeighborWorks does help fund us about 35% of our total operating budget, but most importantly, they provide us with training and technical assistance to allow us to become HUD certified in all that we do. We have 3 primary service areas: the homebuyer education and counseling. Unfortunately, we've had to implement a new service in '09, and that was a foreclosure prevention. We are HUD approved in that as well. And finally, I will also talk about our down payment assistance lending program, and we're a HUD approved nonprofit lender as well. I'm afraid to touch it. Try that one. Okay, thank you. And as was mentioned, the Hawaii Homeownership Center is a nonprofit 501c3. Proud to announce too that going into 2011, we will be a full partner agency with the Aloha United Way. We have a presence here, of course, on Oahu, 8.5 employees. We have counselors in both Hilo and Kona. Our Kauai counselor resigned for personal reasons, and we opted not to replace that position until the economy improves. Number 1 in our services is the homebuyer education. Since 2003, when we were first started, we've helped, to date, over 700 families to become homeowners. What we're very proud of